Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives AVA'S horror, wedding doubts, Paulina's surgery surprise, and Xander Hitman drama reveal that some love stories will heat up and reveal shocking past events. Abe Carver and Paulina Price will finally return to bed, so the will undoubtedly bring some romantic developments. It appears as though Paulina's malignant growth emergency has pulled Abe closer and caused him to feel more okay with the possibility of closeness. Abe actually doesn't have his recollections back yet, however he'll make a beeline for bed with Paulina in any case and begin to feel considerably more like the spouse he as of now is. Done with Johnny DiMera, he'll have a torn heart since he'll need to remarry Chanel Dupree, however he'll develop worried about Chad DiMera's advance notice to get her far from the DiMeras. With respect to Ava Vitali and Stefan DiMera, it seems as though they'll make a settlement to stay quiet about their intoxicated hookup. Obviously, Stefan and Ava's mystery is bound to come out eventually, and that could demolish Stefan's union with Gabby Hernandez DiMera. Meanwhile, a medication strike will bring about more difficulty for Stefan, so EJ DiMera will insult his sibling and anticipate that Stefan will join Gabby in Statesville in a little while. Then, Chad and Everett Lynch will make an appearance to meet with Clyde Weston as a feature of the Observer's new story, so that will bring some ejecting strain among Chad and the one who wiped out Abigail DiMera. Thomas DiMera and Charlotte DiMera have been missing Abigail of late, so they'll get some additional affection from Julie Williams as they partake in a story and some holding time. It turns out that Constantine Meliunis will also have a story to tell, and it involves Katharina, a woman, and what John did in Greece decades ago. John will be deeply disturbed by the information that Constantine will provide, even though he won't reveal all of it at this time. On account of that agitating red card, John will likewise go into a devoted daze and become the pawn again momentarily, yet he will not recall once Constantine wakes him up. Constantine will choose a mischievous new arrangement with modified John at its focal point, yet Steve Johnson will expect to clear Constantine off the guide before John finds out a lot about his terrible history. Back with Ava, she'll subtly meet with Harris Michaels and wind up imparting one more sizzling second to him. It'll be intense for Ava to oppose Harris's draw, however more shows coming. Given that Harris will pique Clyde's interest in the drug bust, it's possible that Clyde will issue the directive to eliminate Harris permanently. Harris will undoubtedly be the target of a violent attack, but who will actually fire? Xander Cook got a call about a disposal plot, yet he wasn't keen on successfully imperil his job as Victoria Horton Cook's father. Xander clearly doesn't have any desire to annihilate the headway he's made with Sarah Horton either, so could he truly turn to taking this contract killer gig? It's possible that Xander will do it to safeguard Victoria and Sarah in the event of a threat, but it's also possible that Days is attempting to deceive here. In the end, another character from DOL might try to kill Harris. Kayla Johnson will hear Stephanie Johnson talk about how she once again fell in love with Everett. It turns out that Stephanie will also provide Everett with some guidance in the future and may encourage him to take a risk. Despite Sloane Peterson Brady's desire for intimate time with Eric Brady, they may encounter additional irritating interruptions. Different Days spoilers say Alex Kyriakis will run into Kristen DiMera, so they'll wind up sympathizing over the waiting connection between Brady Dark and Teresa Donovan. Teresa and Brady will get a few new letters from Tate Dark, Jamie Martin Mann, so they'll contrast them and attempt with decide how their child's truly doing at his adolescent recovery office. In spite of the fact that Teresa will end up pulled back toward Brady, she'll associate with Alex on a more profound level too as they have a discussion about junkies and their battles. Fans of Days can also anticipate an unprecedented level of temptation for Sarah and Xander, causing them to soon give in to their bedroom passion. At the point when Lucas Horton slips away Harris's place, Kate Roberts Brady will get him and freak out over the peril her child's placing himself in. Concerning Paulina, she'll figure out her medical procedure date has been gone up, so she'll get some assistance from Abe as she refreshes Johnny and Chanel on the news. There could be worries about the timing assuming that the method happens excessively near Valentine's Day, which is when Chanel and Johnny are set to get hitched. Despite the fact that Johnny and Chanel could propose to delay, Paulina could guarantee them that she'll work everything out and be there with chimes on. It appears that Chanel and Johnny's wedding will proceed, as it will take place in Salem on Valentine's Day. However, Johnny may begin to doubt himself as he considers Chad's warning. Can Johnny put his doubts behind him and say that he will always love Chanel? Ava will ensure that Harris receives medical attention as soon as possible when she discovers that he is injured and on the verge of bleeding out. Harris isn't leaving on screen yet, so he'll live to tell the story. Valentine's Day will likewise bring the geocaching forager chase and a few other heartfelt shocks. The discovery of an engagement ring in Alex's pocket will eventually turn Teresa's world upside down. During the sweeps in February, another mystery will be revealed when someone also starts a fire at the Horton house. Days of Our Lives spoilers express the following 14 days will be loaded with fervor. Walk around a world of fond memories, from Justin's crazy starting points to all things considered, his likewise lovely insane center and absolutely capricious future. Investigate Wally Kurth's absolute first scene as Days of Our Lives Justin on February 3, 1987, and you'll be unable to perceive the decent Kiriaki's family man of today. Gracious, Kurth appeared to be identical, obviously, as he moved around in bed with Justin's lovely Parisian lover. However, it's basically impossible that Justin would have at any point thought often about investing a day's effort as Salem's DA. It was quite a presentation, as Justin bid his woman companion goodbye by throwing her a costly wristband and saying he'd cautioned her he planned to leave once he graduated. Before he left, he put in a call to a spot she had never known about, a curious little villa called Salem. Additionally, he suggested that perhaps it was time for his lady love to reconnect with her husband. Yet, that first scene was a significant one. It essentially typified Justin's initial layout as an in the high womanizer life that being a Kiriaki's managed the cost of him. There was a lot to circumvent in those days. Because they were Victor and Justin's only family, they were very close when Justin first arrived in Salem. Justin's folks were dead and Beau presently couldn't seem to discover that he was Victor's child. No other person was near, so the two Kiriaki's men were like dad and child. However, Justin's way of life didn't always get Victor's approval. Or his preference for women. Marriage was a minor bother for Justin, something clarified, as we noted, from his most memorable scene. Furthermore, it's something he cheerfully disregarded while carrying on an undertaking with the especially hitched Angelica Devereaux, played, at that point, by Jane Elliott, who proceeded to play Mother Tracy to his Ned on Broad Emergency Clinic.